day, another challenge. Today's topic: how can I go from the head? How can I be living my life less from the head and more in my feelings? There's this tendency where there are certain feelings we're trying to avoid. There are certain things we don't want to feel. So we find different ways how to avoid these feelings. Some people take drugs. Some people, you can do anything to avoid. You have a feeling that you don't want to feel, so you start running, or you go to the gym, or you start scrolling on your phone, or you start watching the television, or you start eat something. All these techniques are to avoid certain feelings. So as long as we're going to try to avoid these feelings, we're going to live in our heads. We're going to try to even manipulate other people. You're going to manipulate yourself to avoid to be exposed to these certain feelings. Some people don't want to feel rejected, for example. So they start to people please others. So they don't live in their own truth because they don't want to feel abandoned. Some people don't want to feel pain or heartbreak, so they avoid going deeper into relationships. So there are different ways how to avoid your feelings, and this is happening all around us all the time, and we have grown up with it. Our parents have taught us to avoid our feelings, and I'm not blaming the parents, because their parents did the same, and their parents did the same too. For example, being sad is something that people try to avoid. People try to be happy all the time, try to be that happy person who's always smiling, but in the background they're not as happy as they maybe look or seem or act. So there's this avoidance of having bad feelings. But all the feelings that you have is for a reason. And all the feelings that you are trying to avoid is actually the feelings you need to feel to be able to evolve as a person, to be able to break through your old habits of trying to avoid certain feelings. So what you want to do is to deal with them. How can I deal with my feelings? There are different tools how to deal with your feelings, definitely. But one of those is just to feel. To allow your feelings to be what they are and not trying to avoid them. So when a certain feeling comes up, you're being triggered. Maybe a certain person is triggering you. Maybe a certain situation is triggering you into having certain feelings. And they will continue to show up in your life because you're attracting it. Because you haven't dealt with those feelings yet. So it will show up in different ways. So what you want to do is to go from the head, the ever chattering mind that continues to blather and blather all the time. To silence that mind, you need to go into your feelings. How can I go into my feelings? Well, you can start meditate. You can take 5 minutes out of your day. Place your hand on your heart and just breathe and feel. And whatever comes up will come up. There's nothing you have to do. There's nothing you have to control. The feelings have their own lives. So you want to create a relationship with the feelings. You want to have a close relationship with your feelings. Because if you don't, you're being run by your feelings or your avoidance of not trying to feel it. You will drink alcohol. You will scroll on your phone. You will do many things to try to avoid to actually feel. It's fucking cold today again, but here I am, freezing my ass off. This practice, for example, helps me feel my body. It helps me feel pain. It helps me feel a lot. As I'm shaking the camera, I'm sorry if you're getting dizzy of the shaking, but this is it. You don't have to watch this video. You can shut it off if you want to. But this message is for you to realize that if you're going to continue to avoid certain feelings, you're actually avoiding to transform your life, to find what it is on the other side of these breakthroughs. How will you feel after you have felt? For example, I take the water here. I feel a lot of pain. I'm freezing. I'm going through feelings. I'm going through emotions. I'm shaking. I'm breaking down. My mind is telling me, get out, survive, or whatever. My mind is telling me to not do. But I'm still sitting in the water. I'm still here. I'm stronger than what my thoughts are telling me. I'm stronger than what anybody has ever told me around me. People around you will try to protect you too from having certain experience because of what they have experienced in their life, their own traumas or their fears. They will try to put them on you. And they say they want to protect you, but no, they just don't want to feel certain things. So what is the message today? The message today is to start feel. Put your hands on your heart. Take 5 minutes out of your day. Please take 5 minutes. It's not much. 5 minutes. And if you can take 5, you can take 10 minutes. Lay down. Put the hands on your heart. Breathe through your nose. There will be thoughts coming and going, but the only thing you need to do is focusing on your breath. You take one breath at a time. And that's the only thing you need to do. And allow all the feelings that wants to come through and breathe through them. And after you practice this, do it for 20 days in a row, and you will see and you will feel the difference that it can make That's my message today. So start to feel more and start to think less. The chattering mind is not what you want to live in. You cannot figure it all out with your mind. Life is not to be figured out. Life is to be experienced. Life is to be felt. You're supposed to feel. And when you feel it, you will realize how it dissipates. The fear will go away, or it will not have the impact on your life as it has have. So you need to go into the feeling that you're trying to avoid. That is my message today. Go into the feeling that you're trying to avoid. Be stronger than your feelings. Be stronger than your mind. Be determined that you can do this. Fuck the rest. Just do it. Just fucking do your work on yourself. And you will reap the benefits of it. Okay. Love you guys. See you in the next video. I'm gonna go up now. Thank you.